the big thing is to also have a system that it gives you permission sort of to step back and just let it go. Because if you don't, if you just practice some way or something, you end up playing something, you know. But if you use a system that covers all the like holes and has a scale-oriented system, you can always check where you are going with different skill set. And maybe that's when you asked why I was so thrilled about this. I think that's the main thing, because it's very simple and sort of nice system to actually see how to improve people, because you can just put them in because all the people are built the same. If nothing's broken, you have hands that are based on different parts. We have the same parts in hands, and the joints are working certain way. It's how we are built, and when you look it through that, it's much easier to see. Oh, you could do this, you could do that, and then I wasn't aware I was doing this, and already that makes them a better drummers.
Yeah, and to be aware, maybe that's the key point.
Yes.
When I started learning the different angles and that stuff, I started to be aware of what my hands are doing also between the strokes.
Yeah.
You know, we just hit the drum many times and we don't think how our hands are moving in the air or where the tip of the stick is going or something. And like you said, you might notice, okay, well, I'm doing that kind of like rotation or something, and the other hand doesn't do it or something. So you are more aware with this system.
Yeah. So also about the single stroke thing, one of the big things that what I think is about everything that comes to playing is that we learn how the hands move. Since if we turn it out, so and this comes from the Swiss drumming scene, this idea, so that when we turn it out, the elbows come in, and when
naturally.
So if we just whip them like this with no, of course this doesn't develop control, but this gives you the idea and maybe the feeling of relaxed motion that you should have, so that when you put the sticks in and you do the same, it's easier to know how it should feel. And that's one of the things that when we try to develop these things, it actually goes to the doubles and singles both. It's the same. It only does the two wrist motions. If we think about doubles and singles, so the elbows and the body is actually doing the same thing here, providing the power for the playing, and what happens here is the difference. So but from here on, everything is the same.
Stays the same.
Yeah. So, of course, it can be so that we don't use this, but it should be a choice not to use it. So that's why I always try to first like build up the whole system and then start to like, and this system that we have with angles and trajectory, and I think it's one of the best ways to actually check what you're doing with your hands, because then you can actually see that, oh, this is going sideways, which means that you're probably turning it up when you bring it in and rotating it out. Or so also one of the things which is a big thing in when you play mallets, for example, you need to play with wrists, and like bells or glockenspiel, you need to be very light and subtle. So we need this. So that's why I've decided to use and this why this motion is actually better for in a ways of practice, because you get the same from here on. You get everything the same as his rotation motion. So, but it adds to the skill set, to the wrist motion. Of course, here we need to practice this when we play the bells, because this is, you don't get it with the traditional grip. But as I said, one of the reasons why we do traditional grip is the drum that we play, and also the fact that they learn one way to do it if they want to do it. But if they play classical percussion, I think they should also practice this wrist motion here, because you don't learn it if you don't practice it.